What's going on today, guys? As you can tell, we are back with another unboxing. If you saw my recent post, then you'll know that some of these things are going to be for our transition into summertime fishing. Some of these things are traditional, things that you'd expect to see, but the majority of the time in the summer, I think I take quite a untraditional approach. It's kind of growing in popularity these days, but as for the most part, most people are just slow dragging at the bottom, just looking for the slow lethargic fish, maybe some suspended fish, drop shot fishing, that kind of thing. I'm not that guy. I'm out there, I'll spend 5 hours on the water to get one bite, and if it's an aggressive bass, it's usually going to be a bigger average size bass, and that's just the approach I take. So let's dive into these boxes. We're just going to start. As you can see, we've got three. Oh, I'm throwing them. We've got 3 boxes here. Stuff's been piling up, so we're just going to get into them right in order. I don't know what's in what box. I forgot some of what was ordered, but I have a good idea as to what's in some of these, and I'm very excited to dive into this with you guys. So I'm going to stop rambling and get right into it. Well, in box number 1, there's only one thing in there, and that's going to be this Picasso jig. This is more of the traditional stuff that you'd see during the summertime. A lot of people are going to be throwing jigs, and you should be. They're going to catch fish this time of year. I'm going to open this one up. This is a new jig. This is a Warthead football jig. This is a 5/0 hook, 1/2 ounce weight. It's a tungsten football jig. And if you can see, it's got some extra bumps or some warts, if you will. The idea of that is just a little bit different presentation. Supposedly it'll help you not get snagged in rocks as easy when you're dragging the bottom, help bounce out of some crevices. But excited to toss that around, see if I see any difference between a traditional style football head. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one. We only grabbed one just to give it a try, but if they work out, we'll probably be grabbing more in the future. Let's get right into box number 2. The most important part of the package. Alright, let's see what we've got in here. This is cool. We'll talk about this one in a second. First things first, just a good old restock. That's that Mini Max chatterbait. I mean, you can't go wrong at all. Got the bluegill color, green pumpkin, bluegill, and green pumpkin. So we got 2 green pumpkin, 2 bluegill. You really can't go wrong. There's your green pumpkin, just traditional, a little bit darker, more natural. And when you want a little bit of pop, there's your bluegill. It's got some natural greens with your oranges, and it's got a gold blade instead of a silver blade. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the Mini Max. Got the good old Strike King structure jig, just a classic. These were on sale for a couple bucks, so I grabbed 1 or 2 of these, or 3. Got the baby in the 1/4 ounce. And then we got 2 different colors in the 1/2 ounce regular size. Of course, we got some trailers to go with the Mini Max. These are excellent Mini Max trailers. These are the X-Zone. I don't even remember what these are called. These are the Hot Shot Minnow. X-Zone Hot Shot Minnow. I think, if I'm not mistaken, either Tactical Bassin or Bass Fishing Declassified was the first one that put me onto these. I originally grabbed 1 pack to try these out. but they're really good. You can use them for drop shot, or like I said, they're really good trailers. So we got those in the Pro Blue Red Pearl, as well as the Green Pumpkin Blue Flake. And those are just going to be a really solid trailer. Aha, so we've got one of the baits I'm excited about in this second box. This is my first bait ever from this brand. If you watch Mike Iaconelli, then you might have heard of this brand. It's Molex, and here we have the 178 lip glide bait. So this is kind of like a wake bait style glide bait, and this is a very cheap lure in the realm of swim bait fishing. That being said, I think it's like $30. Actually, I'll tell you right now, I have the paperwork. Molex glide bait, 178 lip, waking live bluegill, 7-inch, and this is $29.95. And I know what you're thinking, how is that cheap? Well, if you guys have ever ventured into the realm of swim baits, this is entry level. This is extremely cheap. I'm excited to see how this does at that price. So the color looks awesome, I must say. This is just a really good looking bait. I'm going to go ahead and I will open this one up. But I'm going to wait until the end because we've got some other stuff that we might want to take a look at all at one time. So I'm going to put this aside for now. Now here is one I'll open up right now. This one I'm very excited to try. Now this is the Zoo Pup from Snag Proof. I've never heard of this. I just found this. I was scrolling Tackle Warehouse, as one does when you have an addiction. And I came across this. And if you watch my channel, then you know I'm a huge fan of the Spook. It's my absolute favorite topwater bait. I think it's probably the most effective topwater bait. It works for obviously largemouth, but smallmouth, absolutely love the Spook. The only problem is you're very limited as to when and where you can throw it. With those 3 treble hooks hanging, they snag. If there's even stuff in the top of the water, they snag really easy. So hopefully this is the solution to that. I'm throwing stuff around again. So there you go. When you look at it like that, it looks just like a normal Spook. And you turn it this way and you're like, where's our hooks? Well, they're right there. If you can see, this is as if like a topwater frog, like a walking frog, and a Spook got together and had a love affair. This would be the product of said love affair. This is a nice hollow body, and it's really soft plastic actually, with a frog style hook back there. It feels like it's jointed in the center. It is in fact jointed in the center, and like I said, this is very soft. You got your little feather with your glitter on the back there, something for the fish to key in on, key in on, I don't know. Anyway, I'm really excited to throw this around, so I'll make sure to bring you guys along whenever we do, but I think this is going to be an absolute game changer. Allow you to throw that Spook places where they've never seen a Spook before, because typically you can't throw one. So, as I said, I'm very excited for this one. Let me move some stuff around. Alright guys, without further ado, let's jump into this big one here. There's some stuff I'm really excited about in here. And again, the best part of the package. And when you really spend a lot, the next best part of the package are free t-shirt. Looks like they got a new color, a new design. That's sweet. If you're like me, then 90% of your wardrobe is Tackle Warehouse, because you just buy so much that you get a free t-shirt all the time. I mean, realistically at this point, they should just sponsor me. Yep. Hit me up. Email below. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, let's jump right in. These have been out for years, and I have yet to try these. We got some gillies. These are a good swim bait. I'm gonna drop shot these. I'm gonna power drop shot, if you will. I'm gonna throw these on a heavy weight on a bait caster, nose hook them, and really just rip them through some weeds and see if we can't get bit that way. So that's my plan for these. We'll see what happens. I'm sure you guys have seen these by now. Now, unfortunately, some stuff did get back ordered, so I don't have everything I wanted to show you. But I am excited to try these. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite brands, hands down. Matt Steffen's brand, Core Tackle. The guy just knows what he's doing. No other way to put it. Anyway, these are going to be the new swim jig. These actually just came out recently, if I'm not mistaken. These are 4/8 hooks, 3/8 ounce. One's in the Shadowlac color. That's this one. This is the Shadowlac. And this one is in the Dirty Bill. I'm going to go ahead and take the Shadowlac out. But if you guys are familiar with this brand, and you guys know the tush, that's basically what this is based around. It's got a swim bait style head on it, a little bit different than the regular tush, but the wire weed guard looks the same and the bait keeper looks the same. So overall, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm gonna trim this skirt up some, but that, man, look at that. That's gonna get bit. It just is. There's no two ways around it. That looks great. I'm really excited to fish these. Some of these got back ordered, so whenever the rest come in, I'll probably do a separate video just on these because I'm really excited to fish these. And going back with traditional summertime lures, we went with the little Scotty. This is a 3/0 hook. It's 3/8 ounce. That's actually my favorite weight for most baits across the board. Is going to be that 3/8 ounce. It's just such a good weight. Gets down, stays down, but it's not too heavy. Anyway, this is just traditional. It's a ball head style. Can't really see it. I'll take this one out as well, just so you can get a better look. It's hard to see these in the package. But yeah, this one, as you can tell, is just way downsized. It's a ball head style. Got your 2-wire, it's really hard to see, but it does have 2-wire weed guards and just way downsized. I'll probably throw this on bait finesse or spinning gear. It's 3/8 ounce. You can throw this on bait caster. I don't think you need to. I'll do both. But anyway, classic ball head jig. Let's get into the fun stuff, shall we? Now, going back to what we were saying before when we were talking about this guy. If you have ventured into the world of swim baits, you'll know that the prices get astronomically high very quickly. That being said, do you need to spend that much? Who's to say? I don't have any super duper high-end swim baits. I'm just going to start there. So no, I do catch glide bait fish, I do catch wake bait fish, and I don't have anything that's super high-end. But I also don't have enough experience to really say. All my stuff's cheap, so everything I've caught has come from cheap stuff. Recently been venturing more into the higher end, and I'm seeing if there's a difference. I'm seeing if it's worth it. Obviously, there's got to be a reason that the price tag is so high on some of these swim baits, so let's find out together why that is. That being said, I got a little bit of an assortment on the low end, one into the mid range, and I've already got some in that mid range. So let's see what we got new, and either in this video or in the follow-up video we'll talk about the baits that I already have. We'll compare some cheaper to some more mid-range baits, and yeah, we'll take a look at the differences. But starting here, like we already saw, we got that Molex wake bait. Excited for that. On the super budget end, this is like a $27 bait. Let me tell you one more time. Let me just double check. This is a 21. See, this is why we're double checking. This is a $21.99 swim bait. This is a 5 and 3/4 inch bait. This is the Grp Pistol Pete. This is a classic. Now, I haven't fished these before personally, but if you've been in the realm of swim baits, then you know these are classic Grps. Just I think there's 4 different sizes of the pistol series. This is the Pistol Pete. It's the 5.75 1.2 ounce. We'll take them out. Why not? Sorry about that, guys. Had to change the battery in the camera, but we are back. And as I was saying, let's take a look at this guy. This is a Pistol Pete. It's a 5 3/4 inch bait, 1.2 ounce, and from Grp. And honestly, these are just, like I said, these are a classic. These are a staple. Pretty good action. Quite a lot of fold or bend or action. Yeah, I think that's gonna get a nice smooth glide, but be able to chop it and kind of keep that in place too. Now it's a 5.75 inch, but it's a small one. It's definitely small in the world of glide baits. Okay, now the next two are the same bait in 2 different sizes. These are $27 and $29 respectively. So again, they are very cheap in the realm of swim baits. So that's going to be our Jackal Blast Bone. This is the junior, and then the regular size. This is the chrome bone color. These are both wake baits as well, so top water or just subsurface baits. And this is the natural shad color. We'll take out the natural shad. They both come with 1 replacement tail as well as 2 pins to hold the replacement tails in. I'm not going to take them both out. We'll just take the junior size out. Just because I think the color will be a little bit easier for you guys to see anyway. Now that's interesting. Something you don't see on most glide baits. Now, this is a wake bait, but kind of one and the same. It's only got 1 wire, 1 joint there. Well, they all have 1 joint. That's kind of what makes it a glide bait, is having just the 2 body sections, the 1 pivot point. But it only has 1 connection point. Usually you'll see 2. So that'll probably add to the action, because that allows it to have some flex, some lateral flex, I guess you'd say, as well. But yeah, again, just got a lot of action there. And then with that rubber tail in the back, that just makes for even more. And on this, you've got that nice purple back, kind of translucent purple side with the yellow undertone and that bright chartreuse tail. This thing's gonna get bit. It just is. I have high hopes. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this one back in the box. Oh, I didn't even talk about the sizes on these. Let's backtrack a second. On the junior, on that blast bone, on that Jackal Blast Bone Junior, you've got a 5.9 inch length. It's a 1 ounce, and that's a slow floating. Like I said, it's a wake bait subsurface. Looking at the top of that water column. And then for the actual, not for the actual, but for the regular blast bone, not the junior, that is a 190 millimeter. I don't know what that equates to, because, you know, America, I don't know. It's also slow floating, and it's 50.5 grams. So it's let's see if it says on the paperwork what that is. It does not. So us Americans are just at a loss with this one. I'll probably do the conversions and put it right here, because yeah, I'm just not gonna do it right now. Anyways, moving on to our last bait, the thing I'm most excited to open up here. Again, another staple, well-known, proven bait in the world of swim bait fishing. First time I'm putting my hands on it. First time I'm laying my eyes on one in person, and I'm building it up a whole lot like it's something super spectacular. It's not, but I'm very excited. Again, let's double check that price for you guys. Okay, this is the Bait Sanity Chimera Shad Slow Sink and yellow perch. This bait comes in at $79.99. Quite the price tag. Not even the tip of the iceberg in the swim bait world. But yeah, I'm going to probably bring you guys down so we can take a closer look at this bait, because I'm really excited to open this one. Alright guys, so we kind of got stuff everywhere at this point. I'm sorry about that. But here is our Chimera shad. Just take a good look. This is how it comes. I haven't opened it yet. Right off the bat, I've got to say, awesome presentation. You can see why you spent the money. It comes with a nice bait wrap, which will be perfect for storage. But yeah, let's open it up. Spin it around so you guys can see. And that's cool. Nice heavy duty bait wrap. And there she is in all of her glory. That's really cool. It includes some tungsten that you can stick on to change how deep this bait swims. That's really cool. That's a nice touch. It's just twist tied to this nice thick cardboard. Comes with gamakatsu hooks on, and they are on swivel retainers. Gamakatsu hooks, and they are on swivel hook retainers, or not retainers, but yeah, they're on swivels, and that's gonna. Let me get this out, and I'll explain that a little bit more why that's important. That's something you don't see in a lot of the lower end baits. Although I must say, that $30 Mullix does in fact have swivel hook hangers. Hook hangers, that's the word I was looking for. Alright, there we go. We got this bad boy out. And at first glance, this thing feels amazing. That tail, nice soft brush tail. There's your action there. This thing's gonna be really choppy, but also really glidey. I can just tell that this thing's gonna have a whole lot of action. And again, it's really cool that it comes with the bait wrap, and there's actually room in there, in my opinion. I'll probably be able to put a second bait in there with that, in my opinion. And that's just a really nice touch that that's included. Alright guys, so I guess that's going to do it for today's unboxing. Just a quick one. A lot of stuff I'm really excited about. The jigs, and yeah, they're cool. Kind of standard summer fishing, what you'd expect to see. But these glide baits and these wake baits, that's what I'm really excited for. And that's how I do most of my summer fishing. Seems counterintuitive. A lot of people would disagree that throwing big baits in the summer and the heat of summer is a good idea. You waste a lot of time casting at fish that are just going to watch it go by. That is true. But when they do commit, it's usually a good fish. It's definitely an aggressive bass. So it's usually going to bring you a bigger average size bite. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to let you guys go with this one. And then in the near future, I will be doing a comparison video with all of these swim baits, all of the wake baits, as well as the ones I've already been using, like the Spro KGB shad, I think I've got the 6 Sense flow glider, I've got, oh man, I can't even remember, whatever the one from Guggen is. I've got a lot of cheap lower end glide baits already, as well as some soft bodied swim baits, and we're going to be doing a video in the near future, just entry level swim baits and what gear you need to get into swim baiting and when's the best time to throw them. So if you guys are excited to see that, you can stay tuned and look for that in the near future. As always, thanks for watching. Please drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and as always, thanks for watching.